Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something. If you were in the market to buy or sell a home right now, would you rather know what happened last year or what's happening right now this month? Of course, you want current data, right? That's exactly why I focus on month-over-month analysis, not just year-over-year comparisons. Here's what caught my attention in October 2025. While the Greater Toronto Area saw prices drop by over 7% compared to last year, something interesting is happening in Brampton right beneath the surface. Inventory is shrinking, and certain property types are actually seeing price increases from last month. For savvy investors, market corrections don't spell disaster, they spell opportunity. So stick around, because today we're diving deep into the numbers, and I mean lots of numbers, because numbers don't lie. They tell us exactly what's happening, not what someone thinks is happening. This data is going to arm you to become a better real estate investor. Before we get into the Brampton specifics, let me give you a quick snapshot of what the Toronto Real Estate Board released for October. The overall Greater Toronto Area market saw 6,138 home sales, down 9.5% from last year. But here's the key. Buyers are benefiting from more favorable conditions with lower mortgage rates and prices that are being negotiated down. New listings were up by 2.7% year over year, giving buyers more choice. The average selling price across the Greater Toronto Area came in at $1,054,372, down 7.2% from October 2024. For the complete breakdown of the Toronto Real Estate Board report, I've created a dedicated video that I'll link on screen right now. But today, we're focusing specifically on what these numbers mean for Brampton and how you can use this information to make smarter real estate decisions. Now let's talk Brampton. The median price across all property types in October was $870,050. That's down 7.4% from last year, which represents a significant cooling from last year's peak. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is why month-over-month data matters so much. We had 444 properties sold in October, almost identical to September's 442 sales, so sales were flat. But new listings dropped significantly from 1,604 in September to 1,294 in October. That's a notable decrease in new inventory hitting the market. Active listings also fell from 2,476 to 2,165. What does this tell us? The market is absorbing inventory, and we could be seeing the first signs of rebalancing. This is exactly the kind of shift that smart investors pay attention to. Properties are taking an average of 30 days to sell, but the property days on market sits at 68 days. That higher number tells us that many homes are being relisted before they sell, which means sellers who overprice are getting a reality check. Let's break this down by property type, starting with detached homes, Brampton's most expensive housing category. The October median price was $1,016,500. Now here's the fascinating part. This is up $18,500 from September's $998,000. That's a month-over-month increase in the premium segment. Year over year, detached homes are down 8.3%, the largest decline among all property types. But that month-over-month uptick, that could signal potential stability or even a slight rebound in the higher-end market. These homes are moving slower with 30 days on market and property days on market at 71 days. For buyers looking at detached homes, you've got negotiating power and more inventory to choose from than last year. For sellers, pricing correctly from day one is absolutely critical. That 71-day property days on market shows us that overpriced homes are sitting and sitting. Semi-detached homes are showing remarkable resilience. The October median price was $820,000, up $2,500 from September's $817,500. Year over year, semi-detached homes are only down 5.8%. That's the smallest decline of all property types, making them the most resilient segment in Brampton's market. They're also the fastest selling property type, with 27 days on market and 56 property days on market. What does this mean for you? Semi-detached homes are offering the best balance between value retention and marketability right now. If you're a seller in this category, you're in the strongest position. If you're a buyer, expect more competition here than in other segments, but you're still operating in a buyer-friendly market overall. Freehold townhouses are the key entry-level freehold option, especially for first-time buyers. The October median price was $777,500. This is down $19,500 from September's $797,000. That's a notable month-over-month drop. Year-over-year, townhouses are down 8.6%, the largest price correction of all dwelling types. They're selling quickly initially at 27 days on market, but that property days on market of 70 days tells us they're often getting relisted. For first-time buyers, this represents your most affordable entry point into freehold ownership in Brampton. The price corrections have created opportunity. For sellers, you need to be realistic about pricing. The market is telling us that overpriced townhouses are being passed over. Let me give you 5 key takeaways from these numbers that you can act on right now. First, for buyers, you have significantly more negotiating power than you did last year. With prices down across all segments and inventory still available, this is a favorable environment. Don't be afraid to negotiate, especially on properties that have been sitting on the market longer. Second, watch the inventory trends. New listings dropped significantly from September to October while sales stayed flat. If this trend continues, we could see the market shift back towards sellers. Early movers in a transitioning market often get the best deals. Third, semi-detached homes are your sweet spot for value retention. Whether you're buying or selling, this property type has proven most resilient with the smallest year-over-year decline. If you're looking for stability in an uncertain market, pay attention to this segment. Fourth, the high property days on market across all types tells us pricing strategy is everything. Homes priced correctly are selling in under 30 days. Overpriced properties are sitting for over 2 months and getting relisted. Work with someone who understands current market conditions and can price your property to move. Fifth, lower mortgage rates combined with lower prices mean monthly carrying costs are coming down. The Toronto Real Estate Board's Chief Information Officer highlighted that the monthly mortgage payment for an average-priced Greater Toronto Area home continued to trend lower in October. This makes home ownership more accessible right now than it has been in the past few years. If you've been waiting for affordability to improve, now is the time to run the numbers. Listen, the data we've covered today is just the beginning. Every property, every situation, every buyer and seller has unique circumstances that require personalized analysis. If you're serious about making a move in this market, whether you're buying your first home, selling to upgrade, or looking at investment properties, I want to help you make the most informed decision possible. Head over to my Calendly link in the description below and book a free consultation with me. We can talk about all things real estate. I'll walk you through an in-depth analysis of any potential home purchase, provide a comprehensive home evaluation, and answer all your questions. And because I'm also a licensed mortgage broker, I can help you secure a new mortgage or restructure your existing one to take advantage of these lower rates. Let's make your homeownership dreams a reality and turn this market opportunity into your success story. Before we wrap up, if you're finding value in this content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the market. And if you know someone on their own real estate journey who could benefit from this information, share this video with them. Your support helps me continue creating valuable content that keeps you informed and ahead of the curve. Remember, this is why month-over-month data matters. It gives you the pulse of the market right now, not where we were a year ago. Use this information to arm yourself, ask better questions, and make smarter decisions. Stay savvy, stay informed, stay knowledgeable, and until next time, may your investments flourish and your dreams of homeownership become a reality. Catch you in the next one.